You're watching South Asian Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 12th of April. PM Modi promises to restore statehood to Jammu and Kashmir. There's opposition to restore Article 370. Inflation dampens Eid holiday spirit in crisis-hit Pakistan. And Nepal Army to remove trash and bring bodies from Mount Everest. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated the commitment to restore the statehood of Jammu and Kashmir on Friday and stated that the time is not far when assembly elections will be held in the region. Addressing a poll campaign gathering in Udhampur, he mentioned that after decades, elections were taking place in Jammu and Kashmir without fear of terrorism and cross-border firing. He underscored the developments in the region, highlighting that instead of burned schools, AIIMS, IAM and IITs are being built in Jammu and Kashmir. Development is happening and trust is also increasing, he added. Taking a jibe at the opposition over dynasty politics, he emphasized that no one has caused as much damage to Jammu and Kashmir as family-run parties. He also challenged the opposition parties to restore Article 370 in Kashmir, stating they cannot do it.
वो समय दूर नहीं जब जम्मू कश्मीर में भी विधानसभा के चुनाव होंगे। जम्मू कश्मीर को वापस राज्य का दर्जा मिलेगा। आप अपने विधायक, अपने मंत्रियों से अपने सपने साझा कर सकेंगे।
Meanwhile, in an election rally on Thursday, the opposition Congress accused the BJP-led government of not listening to the demands of farmers, youth and women. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi asserted that the upcoming Lok Sabha polls are about protecting the country's constitution and democracy. It's an election of the backwards, Dalits, tribals and the poor people in the general category, he stated. India will go to polls starting on April 19 with vote counting on June 4. And a day after Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for an urgent address to the prolonged border situation between India and China, Beijing has said it calls for New Delhi to work with them to put bilateral relations on a sound and stable track. PM Modi, in an interview to US-based publication Newsweek, said the two countries urgently need to address the border situation so the abnormality in bilateral interactions can be put behind. China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said sound and stable Indo-China relations are conducive to peace and development in the region and beyond. She, however, said the boundary situation does not represent the entirety of China-India relations. Earlier, in an interview with ANI, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had said talks are ongoing with China with the belief that a resolution will be reached. On the issues that we are discussing, if they agree, then I don't think there's a reason for distrust, he said. Ties between India and China, which share a long mountainous border, have been strained since troops of both countries clashed on their disputed Himalayan frontier, killing 24 soldiers in 2020. New Delhi has maintained that normalcy in relations can only be achieved if Beijing starts adhering to past agreements. And the dire economic straits cast a somber mood across Pakistan's normally vibrant markets during the 4-day Eid holiday. Residents fear there won't be any relief soon, a report.
Inflation cast a somber tone over Eid festivities across Pakistan, with residents complaining that soaring prices deterred them from indulging in customary shopping and feasting during the 4-day holiday. Pakistan has faced significant inflation challenges, hitting a peak of 38% last May, partly influenced by tax measures to meet IMF requirements. It has to meet IMF conditions, including revising its budget and raising interest rates, as well as generating revenue through more taxes and hiking electricity and gas prices.
हुकूमत आई है इन्हें खाना खराब करता बेड़ा गर्क करता मुड़दा हाँ हर चीज़ महंगी या बिजली दईए या किराया दईए या बच्चों खाना खुआइए या कब्रस्तान दबा दिए बच्चों को साढ़े को बर्दाश्त है हुकूमत नहीं चल सकती है ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਹੁਕੂਮਤ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਸੀ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਸਤੀ ਸੀ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਬੇੜਾ ਗਰਕ ਕਰਤਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਖਾ ਮਾਰਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ
IMF chief Kristalina Georgieva during an event on Thursday said that Pakistan is in discussions with the global lender on a potential follow-up program to its 9-month, $3 billion standby arrangement. Residents fear there won't be any relief soon.
IMF की बहुत ज़्यादा कंडीशन इन पे और लग गई हैं कि जनाब आप ये जो बिजली है गैस है इसमें आप अपने उसको बढ़ाएं उसकी प्राइसेस को जो कि इन्होंने बढ़ाई हुई हैं और ये तो ऑलरेडी इतनी हाई हैं और आगे ये क्या करेंगे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा। हम लोग बिल देंगे खाएंगे या क्या करेंगे? सर बिल ही देंगे खाएंगे सिर्फ हवा खाएंगे।
Moving on, the chairman of the US House Foreign Affairs Committee, McCaul, once again criticized the Biden administration's withdrawal for the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan and said aid is supporting the Islamic Emirate. McCaul stated in a hearing that humanitarian aid is currently not reaching needy women and children in Afghanistan and instead it is flowing to Taliban fighters and loyalists. However, the Taliban has denied interference and stated that they only oversee the aid distribution process. Since seizing power in 2021, Taliban has imposed severe restrictions, especially on women, barring them from public places, and they are only allowed to go out with a male companion. Women are also banned from studies beyond 6th grade and from work as well. In an effort to clean world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, Nepal Army Chief General Prabhuram Sharma on Thursday flagged off Mountain Clean Campaign 2024 with an endeavor to save the Himalayas by collecting 10 tons of garbage from the environmentally fragile region. The 50-day cleaning campaign in the Everest will be led by a 12-member team and will also bring back 5 dead bodies from the Everest, according to a Nepal Army headquarters statement. The statement said an 18-member Sherpa team will assist the Nepal Army in its cleaning expedition. The cleaning campaign is aimed at controlling human-made pollution in the Himalayas and to address the problems related to climate change. Divided by border but united in prayer, every year on Eid, people from India and Bangladesh converge at a mosque in Jhakuatari village at the 0 point to offer namaz together. This tradition has continued for years and on Thursday as well. Several people from India offered prayers with their Bangladeshi brethren, sending out a message that borders are no bar when it comes to propagating bonhomie. A worshipper said there is no greater happiness than to be able to come together on Eid and offer prayers at the 200-year-old mosque.
इंडिया बांग्लादेश मिल के 0 पॉइंट में है बॉर्डर बिल्कुल बॉर्डर का साथ है ये मस्जिद 200 साल पुराना मस्जिद है हम सभी एक ही समाज है सभी एक साथ नमाज पढ़ते हैं इंडिया बांग्लादेश सभी एक साथ नमाज पढ़ते हैं ये 200 साल पहले से ही हम लोग एक ही साथ नमाज पढ़ते हैं सभी एक ही परिवार से आज 100 परिवार हो गया.
Ahead of general elections in India, students in southern India's Tamil Nadu state dressed up in colors of the Indian flag and released balloons in air on Friday as part of a voter awareness campaign to boost turnout. The election for 543 Lok Sabha seats in the country will be held in 7 phases starting on April 19 and will end on 1st of June. Nearly 97 crore voters are eligible to cast vote.
I appeal to people is like to achieve 100% voters turnout in our district. All your participation is mandatory.
Meanwhile, scuba divers off the coast of Nilankarai in Tamil Nadu carried dummy electronic voting machines and banners underwater to spread awareness amongst voters in a unique manner. Divers enacted the voting process 60 feet underwater in an initiative by India's election panel. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.